It's the VSC day.
Yay!
Dishes.
Good morning and welcome to the most dangerous show of the week.
Good morning. My mask doesn't match yours, but it will on Friday because you usually wear that again on Friday. So
Yeah.
I thought about that this morning. I was like, ooh, I'm going to try my hair down because I just washed it this morning. Not that y'all care. It's all good. And then I went, but then I can't wear my sheet mask that matches Liz's that we always wear on Wednesday. So I hope y'all will recover from the shock.
It's okay. I might switch masks at some point.
Are you hot? I'm hot. Look, I put on my Ranunculus for filming today. And because I was in my hip stripe sweater, which is a chunky yarn, and I was dying just inside. I think outside will be cold, but you know,
it's
neither here nor there.
Been difficult planning what to wear because
it's fall in the mountains of North Carolina. What?
Yeah. 60 something degrees outside on the patio. And in the sun, it's wonderfully warm.
And then the sun goes away.
And then the sun goes away and it's not.
And it'll be in the 40s and the 30s overnight. It goes like, yeah, you know, life's tough. Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber. In sunny and kind of maybe warm and definitely warm inside and flip-flopping weather in Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
And that's probably the level of energy we really have right now. But you know, we're filming, yay! So this is the VSC edition, but we heads up that we may or may not have a Thursday or a Dear Becky and Lizzy edition this week. I have an eye doctor appointment, first one in many years tomorrow, and that's super important. So, you know, I'm hoping to get back by the time the shop opens. I could get super hung up because I might get the first pair of eyeglasses. I wear contacts. I might get the first pair of eyeglasses I've worn, or not worn, but the first new pair of eyeglasses since before I moved to the South. So that's going on like 10 years at least. So that might take me a little while because you know me and decisions. I might never get to the shop tomorrow. Picking out frames, I should bring you with me, but that I can't be that dependent. I really need to make a decision.
I could meet you there.
I'll FaceTime you, Liz, from the eye doctors.
It's not a joke. She will.
I've done worse. Okay. Moving on. So all that to say that if we film a Dear Becky and Lizzy, I don't think we have any questions currently, right?
We don't have any questions.
And if we film it as of filming on Wednesday morning, if we do film, it's going to be at a different time of day or different day, or we might just take a break. I mean, shocker, right? Would you all survive if we took a break? Let us know in the comments. So, all right. So, a couple of things to talk about today. And I'm just trying to decide, do you think we should do that or this first?
We could do the fun thing first.
Ooh, okay. So some of you know, we Juniper Moon said, hey, local yarn stores, if you want to sell some of our fun gadgets and gizmos, that's okay, contact me. And I went ooh. And yeah, and so
we wanted more gadgets and gizmos, but they didn't have any in stock.
Oh yeah, we were gonna get some tea towels and stuff, but they didn't have enough for me to order. I think. I don't know. I didn't pursue that. We're starting with one and it's wonderful, and we'll probably have to get more soon because we've already sold a bunch. So these are, it's a kit of cookie stamps. It's so cute. They're so cute. They're absolutely so cute. What Liz is holding is how it's packaged, how it comes. There are 3 stamps and 1 handle to do the stamping. Oh, it's not a cookie cutter. I called it a cookie cutter the other day. These, I mean, they might cut dough, but not very well.
You have awful thin cookies.
Itty cookies. They'd burn, or they'd be really crisp. Gingerbread snaps, maybe. I don't know. But so see, the stamp comes like that with a little ridge in it. And oh my gosh, my ranunculus just took them all off the table. Do you want to show one of them off?
I could show one of them
because I hog the attention all the time. So which one do you want to show off? There's 3 different patterns.
I like this one.
Okay, go ahead.
This one is just a whole bunch of knit stitches.
It's, yeah, it may or may not show up on camera. You might have to show it at an angle, Liz. I'll see
There it
what I
is.
can do. Yeah. It's a knitter cookie stamp. So they all have knit. If they have stitches on them, they look like knit stitches. We don't. It's kind of hard to make something look like a crochet stitch in a relief stamp and have it look pretty. So, so that one just has knit stitch, the V's of knit stitches all over the whole thing. And then there's one that has the little V's in a heart shape. In that cute? And then you can do last one because it's adorable too.
This one is universal. Everybody will love
Yay! So if you're a crocheter, you could still get these and use one of
It's
them.
sheep.
And you can use all of them, but it's a sheep and it's a cute little sheep. So, so the back of them has a little ridge, and I'm gonna be like, it's easy, and then struggle to do this. So you get the ridge into the stamp like that. Get the stamp into the ridge. Yeah. If I wasn't trying to talk and do it at the same time, it probably would go a little easier. There we go. Ta-da! And there's a couple different ways you could probably use these. You could roll out your dough and do stamps on what you've rolled out, and then maybe use a knife or something to really cut them out, or make shapes that don't have to be a circle, and this could be stamped in the middle of them. One of the things that customers had said they did, and also Juniper Moon says on their listing, and I think we copied it onto our listing, is roll a little ball with the dough. You'll probably have to try a few times to get like just the right shape, just the right size, but take the ball. So this would obviously be too big, but make one like half this size, and take the stamp and squish it flat. And when you stamp it flat, it would fill out the whole entire shape and make that on.
I'm going to try them with, I have cookie scoop. It looks like a mini ice cream scoop thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try it just with my cookie scoop.
Oh, that could be
to
cool.
see.
These are silicone that are cooking safe or baking safe in terms of like chemicals or whatever. That's what I meant. Yeah, she got the right. Yeah. I'm like, there's a word there. It includes the word safe. There's a phrase that these are. So, you would probably, they recommend that they're best for, I almost said sourdough. No, shortbread cookies. My family has a tradition of making gingerbread cookies, and I want to bring these out as maybe actually, no, it won't be an early Christmas present, because unless we make Christmas cookies on Christmas Eve. I'm flying out there Christmas Eve, and I want to give as a Christmas present to each household that is going to be there a set of these. I think it'll be great. I haven't experimented yet to know if you might want to flour these first, or if it's non-stick enough that you can just go. It probably depends on the dough and how sticky the dough is.
I'm gonna try vanilla wafers.
Oh, your vanilla wafer recipe. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like,
because it's
vanilla wafers are
refrigerated-
already baked. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's a refrigerated dough.
Oh, that might be, yeah.
And
Well, see,
then you're
gingerbread,
supposed to squish them. So
gingerbread cookies are a refrigerated dough, but while you're working with it, it can get sticky. So
yeah,
that might need some flour. But I'm covered in flour and a hot mess when I make gingerbread cookies with my family. So so what are these retailing for, Liz?
they are retailing for $14.50.
But this week, from today, which is the 17th, through next Tuesday, which should be the 23rd, I think. I'm trying to do my math, and I was like 13. No, I can't add in my head. She's gonna check on her calendar. They will be 15% off with the code product of the week with spaces, product space of space the space week. Ta-da! So snag yourself one of these. We have
23rd.
I ordered, yay math. I ordered like 30 of these, and some are still coming because they were jammed full to the top, and it was only 25, but she's sending more. And I want to say we've probably already sold at least 5 or so.
At least.
So
well, I
at
bought
least
2 and we've sold out like
and
3
Amy,
or 4.
yeah. So don't worry. What I would say is, excuse me while I scratch my eye. If you go to buy some and there's none there, contact the shop, because for this week only, if we run out, you can pre-order at the sale price. And I will just put in another order because I got to make sure I have some for Christmas and I haven't bought any yet. So,
and we like the pre-order might not get them here in time to send them as Christmas presents, depending on if she has them in stock or not.
that's true. That's true.
So,
I mean, we'll do our best.
Yeah.
But she had no problem sending these right out to me. But yes, Liz raises a valid point that if suddenly everyone's like, oh my gosh, I have to get one. We got to see what kind of stock she has. But you know, if we start dwindling, if we sell like 15 in the next day or two, I'm going to be ordering more. So as fast as I can.
Oh, and
Yes,
note to self, because we wanted to mention this.
we did.
I want us the mailing thing.
Oh, yes.
Today's the 17th of November. You have like a month before the USPS deadline for Christmas mailing.
They're recommending get your mailing in for Christmas presents early, because Christmas is always busy.
Yeah.
And a lot of postal departments across the country are having shortages right now for various reasons. So plan ahead. If you are shopping, we've already had people start to come in to shop for big ticket items for Christmas presents. The earlier you can do that, the better. I mean, we need to be more prepared and order more things, and we will if we can. We have the same issue everybody else does of cash flow and budget and being able to actually get things in. So yes, plan ahead. Talk to us now. On that note, I want to really quickly say we will be talking about it if we film Thursday, Friday, sometime else this week, or early next week. We're going to be talking about Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday, which for us will be Sunday and Monday, because they are big, huge, like days to get things right after Thanksgiving, and really big and busy days for us. And we have ideas for what we're going to do for that. So, woo. Oh, total aside, neither here nor there, doesn't actually relate to today, but I want to mention it to Liz and to you guys because we started talking about it yesterday. And some of y'all don't watch this show. You only watch Tuesday and Thursday, so I'll have to repeat myself. Jeff pointed out that the Echo Point pattern is no longer free.
Oh,
we're still going to do the knit along because I still think it's really cool. But it was a free Ravelry download on Monday, and it's a $6 pattern now. I don't know if because I was talking about it and we were on Sunday and I put it in my newsletter, there was such an uptick in interest that she was like, ooh, maybe it's time for this not to be free anymore. Or if she already had a plan, right? Yeah. And the timing was such that, yeah, it's a $6 pattern now. I still think, we've already announced it. We're going to do it. We weren't going to do the knit along because it was I'm choking myself, because it was a free pattern. It was just convenient. It was just a neat pattern. And so we're not gonna change plans, but no movie, because on Sunday I even was able to download and look at it for us to examine if we wanted to do it or not. I stuck it in my
library because, like, if it's a free pattern, I just stick it in my library.
You might have to check and see if you still can access it in your library.
I should be able to because
you got it when it was
download.
Free. Well, but I'm saying
my library.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still want you to check because then you can check for our customers who may or may not have done it. You don't have to do that right now. Okay. But I mean, you can, but we should talk about this and then we should
talk about that.
So
it would make a great yarn for the.
Oh, it would, wouldn't it? Okay. So the yarn we are putting on sale this week is the Gedifer Metal Tweed. And I might have shown this off like a week or so ago when I finally took this out of retirement. I have so many things in retirement that I'm trying to get through. It's this really cool yarn that there are a few colors we were really low on, and we were bought out of one last week, but then I ordered more. So I think we have some decent stock on a bunch of the colors. Gedifra Metal, it's the only yarn from Gedifer that we have. I don't even know too much about the company. Our distributor that we get from Knitting Fever has a lot of really cool yarns, and sometimes I dabble and bring in fun stuff. So I feel like this is like the trifecta of funness for yarns because it is fuzzy, like here's a fun color of it. It is fuzzy, it is sparkly. There's just the Metal Tweed, there's a little bit of sparkle in it. There's tweedy flecks of colors in it. And there was something else I was going to say. It's soft. Would you want to read stats?
Yeah, I can read stats.
I was like, I'm going to read stats. Wait, that's Liz's job. I don't want to take stuff away from Liz. What is this made of, Liz?
It is 28% alpaca, 27% acrylic, 13% wool, 13% cotton, 10% nylon, and 9% polyester.
So it's just a funky blend of stuff.
It is machine washable, lay flat to dry.
Most of the fuzzy yarns like this are not. I mean, I would still be really careful with it, but go ahead.
It is 50 grams. You get 225 meters. So 244 yards.
It's about 250 yards ish. Yeah. Look at that.
They're recommending a 4 millimeter.
A 6.
Yep.
We have it. So here's the deal. We have it in our worsted weight section because I think if you look on Ravelry, they might actually consider this a worsted weight yarn. But you might have noticed a few things in those stats that make you go, wait, what? First of all, they're calling for a 6 millimeter needle.
4 millimeter.
As soon as it was coming out of my mouth, I knew. For a US 6 needle, which is 4 millimeters, which is small for a worsted. I think it might be. Does it have a gauge on there? Yeah, the gauge is a worsted gauge. It says 20 stitches by 25 rows, and rows is always a weird thing. I always go by stitches for gauge. So it's one of those yarns that doesn't fit. Like if you go off of so many yards per 100 grams should be worsted, it's not going to work. It's not going to fit that mold because, like we just said, 250 yards for 50 grams. That doesn't logically make sense in my head for a worsted weight yarn. You said it's what, MarinJa?
It's not a chainette,
which is usually what makes you have a lot more yardage per weight for a certain thickness. It's the fluffiness. It's like if you took a single strand of this, like a lot of bang for your buck. 50 grams, 250 meters for one of these guys. Did we say retail price?
We did not. Retail price is $14.50.
$14.50 or 15% off this week. If you look at it, it's not super thick, but it fluffs. I would use it. I would try it on a worsted pattern. I would try it on a DK pattern because of that, using a US 6 for it. You'll see 50 grams. Those aren't big balls, but there's a lot of yardage here. There's more yardage. That's probably why I almost put it in the DK category, is that 250 yards per ball is usually what you find for yardage on a 100-gram skein for DK weight yarn, for double knitting, just between sport weight and worsted for yarn. It is only 50 grams though, which means anything you make out of it is going to be light and airy and yet fuzzy and warm. So
I've put it all the way up to a 10 needle, like, and it fluffs beautiful.
It's that, again, sparkly and fuzzy and soft and tweedy. And it's everything. It's not everything, but it's a lot.
I'm not a huge fan of sparkle. But I think the sparkle is nice and muted to where if the sun catches it, you get a little sparkle, but overall it's a nice.
Like this right now on camera, you're not going to see much sparkle. This you saw sparkle probably because I held it really close and you can go, wee. What I'm making with it, this is the coffee flavor, color, whatever. I'm making the Glimmer Poncho and someday I will finish it. I want to say I'm 2 balls in. It's probably going to take 4 skeins to make this. It's a simple knit with a lace edge. And the whole idea, it's a giant rectangle that when you sew it, so I've got like almost half of it done. When you sew it, you're going to sew this top seam and leave a hole for your head. And when I block it, it's going to be a little bit bigger. I'm making like the medium size, maybe. Little bit of lace at the bottom. There's no shaping. There's just lace work, which has stitches like shaping. And you're going to see a little bit of sparkle. You're going to see the tweedy. It shows off the yarn really well because these tweedy flecks, what's really cool about them is they're colorful. So some of the yarns are super colorful. I think all of them, well, I was about to say all of them have like a white core, but that's not true. They all have a one color that's the core and one color that's the fluffy alpaca color, right? It's the alpaca in it.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I think the core is like the wool and the acrylic and the nylon, and then the fuzzy stuff is the alpaca, the fluff in it. Actually, the
The
acrylic
nylon,
is probably just the slubs of
yeah, and
the
then
tweed.
nylon or polyester might be the sparkle in there.
Yes, I agree with you. So I think the wool and the cotton make up the core to it. So there's all these different fibers, and the result is just luscious softness. So I also think, if I remember correctly, because we've talked about this one before, there's a really good chance that all of the Tweedy Flex and all the colors are the same.
Yeah,
They just show up differently in every color.
based on what the underlying color is.
Because when I look at the coffee down in front of me, there's purple and there's red and there's little bits of like yellow and teal.
Yep.
And
That's what I'm
they're
seeing in
different,
all of these.
right? Like they're rainbow flecks essentially. There's flecks of all different colors of the rainbow. A lot of them have jewel tone. I see blue. I see green. You know, I don't think I see orange-ish.
Yeah, there's
little bits of orange too.
bits of orange.
Some colors are more dominant than others. So so let's go over the colors and what the core is and then what the fluff is, because all of them have multicolor Tweedy Flex in it. And again, it's not like garishly like rainbow in your face. It's really subtle and really wonderful, I think. So what you got?
This one,
We just got this one back in stock.
It
was out of
is-
stock for so long.
a white core, a white fuzz, and
What's the name?
I'm trying to look at the sparkle. I think on most of these is silver.
Yeah,
There's a couple that might be gold.
There are some that are gold. That one's silver.
This one's silver.
Yep.
And then the rainbow flex. It is $7.59 iridescent. It looks like the iridescence on like the back of a CD.
It's almost like mother of pearl type
Yeah.
of, you know, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's not going to be quite as colorful as mother of pearl, but you know, that one's really, really pretty. To stick with neutrals, this is Graphite. We just sold out of this to a customer last week. We have more now. Yay. Graphite has a white core and the alpaca is black. The sparkle is silver, but then there's like just hints of rainbow in there. Really, really pretty. And Graphite, if we need a color number, is 752.
The coffee that Rebecca's using is
'Cause
$7.54.
It was like the only one available when I started making this. I do love this. It's a nice neutral. Like I am drooling over the bright colors that we also have. So go ahead.
It's a white core, brown alpaca, the rainbow, and a gold sparkle.
It's kind of tan is how it comes off.
Yeah.
but- and the gold
Like a
sparkle is really
creamed
pretty.
coffee.
And the yes, like the coffee I like to drink in the morning on my Instagram feed. So, but the gold sparkle works really well with it. So, let's see. That one's my favorite. One of my favorites. Oh, she's gonna let me do it. Okay, this is grass. It is 760 grass, and because it's one of the greens, it makes me happy. This actually, I want to say this one, the core is like an olivey green, and the alpaca fuzz is close to the same color. It's more of a tan. So, but what you get, you see the green as the overall color on it. And then the sparkle is gold in this one. So grass, that one, I think, I mean, it would look close to this, but it would have more of a green tone to it. I think it'd be very pretty. What you got? Ooh, that one's really pretty.
This is one of my favorite. It's called Smoke 765. Looking at the core, it's almost brown and navy, like a light brown and navy twisted together.
And then the fluff is the teal.
Fluff is the teal.
So
And
that's even
a
more multifaceted.
silver,
Well,
sparkle.
and that's really fun because like a gold sparkle would have worked with that, but a silver sparkle really pops with that. So like not garishly, again, not
Yeah.
garishly, but this is you all over it. So like you do that one.
This is me. It is 758 cherry. It is so me.
It's red and black and dark and broody.
It's a red core, black fluff, gold sparkle, rainbow tweed.
Very, very cute. If you like bright colors, this one has your name written all over it. This is indigo 763. And it has a blue core, which I would call like even above a royal blue. It's even brighter, like, and lighter than a royal blue. It's not what I think of when I think of indigo, but hey, it's a bright blue core. It has purple fluff. The alpaca is purple.
It's a bright purple.
And
too.
it's a really bright, it's almost a pink purple. Like if
Yeah.
I look at it in certain like angles, it's more pink, but maybe combined with the blue, it comes off as purple. And it is a silver sparkle. That is just, if you like a bright color, that is luscious. And then is this the last one?
That's the last one.
It's the little yellow in the corner. It might not even be in the corner down there anymore. This one's called Gold, 761. It is a white core. It has like almost a mustardy gold. It's a yellow orange fluff. It's very much that yellowy gold popular color that Sun Dragon. It's a Sun Dragon color basically. If I make anything else, I should probably use this. But then everything in the shop is going to start being yellow. Let's see. Sorry, I got distracted. It has, I mean, there's kind of a two-tone to the twist. There's a thick and thin. And I actually wonder, now that I'm looking at it a little more, to give it that texture, the core, I think it is the fluffier stuff of the core, not the fuzz of the alpaca, is the wool. And then the tighter one that's wound around the wool to give it the core that it has is probably the cotton. It's like the concha we had, but it's more consistent. And that one strand is cotton and one strand is wool. The concha has thin, thick quality to it. This is really consistent and knits up really nicely. Like I show you that is one strand.
There's
off of
no thin, thick really.
No, it's, I mean, one strand is thin and one strand is thick, but that makes a really consistent yarn. It's really fun. So, I would say the wool in this is white. The cotton in this has has picked up some of the dye probably or something. It's a little bit more goldy colored, and the fluff is gold. And I think that's silver, right? I think it's got silver sparkle. I think gold could have worked with this, but I think it's silver. Mm-hmm.
You have to hold it in just the right angle,
which pops. You know, it might have been too yellow.
I will say it's almost an orangey yellow because I'm like looking at your next to your sweater. It's orange.
Yeah, it's got much more of an orangey gold tone to it. Yeah, like the gold fusion in some of our other colors. So those are all the colors. They're lovely. It doesn't get enough attention. It's in a corner of the worsted nook in the shop. And if you like sparkle, you should really have some fun with this. If you like sparkle, but you'd like some warmth, because sometimes the sparkly stuff isn't the warmest stuff. Sometimes the sparkly stuff or sparkle by itself doesn't have a lot of warmth.
If you like tweed, it is like the most awesome little flecks
it's
of
like
tweed.
the best of all things.
Yeah.
If you like tweed or soft fuzzy or sparkle, like give the other two of those a chance and try this out.
Like I said, I don't necessarily like the sparkle. Love tweed, love fluffy. And the sparkle is the
sparkle subtle.
It's like subtle, so I'm not bothered by that. But the tweed is epic.
It's like the sparkle in Daydream Dye Work stuff that, you know, it's just a hint.
Yeah.
So I think it's wonderful. All right. So we have to wrap up for today. I don't know if we're filming tomorrow or the end of the week. So bear with us if we don't publish. I mean, honestly, the only reason we might still film sometime this week is it will throw me out of whack if suddenly we're doing even number episodes on Tuesdays. It'll wig me out.
I have an idea.
She's got ideas. I have ideas too, but they're not concrete yet. There's like a lot of what ifs. So we hope to see you one more time this week. You can always join us for Sit and Stitch on Friday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Daylight Time, whatever we're on, East Coast Time, with the shop phone number.
828-877-3550.
Our next Sunday virtual Sit and Stitch is going to be December 12th. And so if you didn't join us last weekend, you can join us in a few weeks for that. That'll be fun. That'll be on Facebook Live and Zoom. And we're going to wrap up so we can get going with the shop day without being too harried. But I'll mention now, so you hear me say it too. This week or next week, I think I have another fun cat story to share. I'd forgotten it happened. My cat stalking me. I think you'll enjoy it. So, I mean, he stalks me all the time, but this one made me laugh. I was terrified, but it made me laugh at the same time. So, don't let me forget. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Oh, and then there's the thing about my sleep app. I told everyone last night.
Yes.
I might have to share that too. But yeah, I listened to every single one again this morning. You'll have to wait to hear about that. I will not be playing it on camera though, I don't think. Anyway. Cliffhanger. Leave y'all in suspense.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. So join us either late this week or early next week, and we will talk to you then. Stay safe out there. Bye.
Bye.
Too much stuff.
So not a thing.